In today's video, I'm going to be playing some top ladder using this 3.1 hog cycle deck that has the giant skeleton in it. So it's been a while since I've made a hog video, so I figured, I would do it again. And I can't even remember the last time I've done a hog video with the giant skeleton. I think it's been a while now, but giant skeleton is one of the best cards in the game right now ever since it got buffed. I would say it's definitely top 10 in terms of the best cards in the game. And then the cannon is also one of the best buildings right now. It's really formed a really good spot in the meta in the last few months. And then the queen pairs really well inside of hog cycle decks. If you don't have the queen, you could use the musketeer. Musketeer's also really good. Obviously, she got buffed a little while ago as well. And then fire spirit just does so much damage for only one elixir and is a great cycle card to have in hog decks. Earthquake to help you break through buildings. Before we head in the first game, if you guys would like to support me, use my creator code BOSS in any Supercell game. I'm right now at 138th in the world, so not bad at all, but we'll try to push up even more by the end of the video. Let's get into the first match. Okay, so we found our first game here, and I also want to let you guys know that I'm going to be making a tier list soon. I'll be doing another tier list video because it's been now about a week or over a week since the balances were live, so I feel like the meta has kind of formed and I have a good enough understanding of it to create a tier list, so I'll definitely be doing that. So this guy's got mini P.E.K.K.A. I'm going to go for a Hog Rider here because his mini P.E.K.K.A's out of cycle and this giant skeleton's going to tank for it, so this is going to be a really solid push. He's got the tornado though, unfortunately, so he actually has, I would say, a really good amount of hog counters because you see he's got the queen, he has the tornado, and he also has the mini P.E.K.K.A, so a lot of counters. Okay, so he's got the Electro Giants. Let's see here. I don't know if he's using like a cycle variation because he has... I'm actually going to go Giant Skeleton here to pressure because this way he won't be able to support the Electro Giant very much because he just had to lightning that. So yeah, Cannon's going to be a great answer and we should be able to defend this Electro Giant without too much trouble. So actually, him having lightning is probably a bad thing. I'd prefer him to have the variation with rocket because I feel like lightning is a really good answer to the queen. So we have to be very cautious about how we, play her and make sure we don't use it next to, obviously, a cannon, which would be really bad. So that was actually kind of a bad Electro Giant because, as you can see, I'm able to get back to my cannon and we defend that nice and easily. And now we could actually... okay, this could be a little bit of a problem. I'm going to log this back and go Fire Spirit, and then we're going to go Skeletons. We might take a little bit of damage from the Queen, but hopefully not. Okay, actually, we're going to do more damage to his tower, so we got the better exchange of that for sure. So, yeah, that was great. I'm going to go Hog Rider. He's either going to mini P.E.K.K.A or Tornado. Okay, he does go for his mini P.E.K.K.A. So we'll go Giant Skeleton now and see what he does from there. Okay, so he decides to go for his E-Giant. I'm going to go for Cannon like this and then Queen, so we, like, space it out. Okay, he does decide a Tornado, so I'm going to go Hog Rider to pressure because now he doesn't have the Tornado in cycle for the Hog, and hopefully we can get some damage. Yeah, we did. I'm going to go for the ability here. Let's go for Skeletons. I'm going to just log this, and then we're going to go for a Hog Rider. He's going to have to defend. I'm going to go Cannon. Let's go for a Queen. Spacing it out. And because he doesn't have his Tornado in cycle, he can't Tornado the Queen into the E-Giant circle, so that was great as well. We're going to go Hog here. He'll go for, mini P.E.K.K.A on it. So I think, sadly, we won't get a hit, but still... Oh, wow, look at all that damage we just got in the other lane, actually. That was great. I just hope this giant skeleton bomb can kill the bomber and the queen, otherwise we're going to be in some trouble. Yeah, this is great. And that lightning was very aggressive. I don't think he's going to have enough to defend the... Okay, so he did defend the hog, but we were able to get a hit. I'm going to go Giant Skeleton here. Okay, bad Tornado. This should be GG. All we really need is to cycle, I think. He needs to get an E-Giant to my tower. There's no way he can win without doing that because he can't cycle 2 lightnings in the given time before I get down a another, yeah, because my cycle's faster and lightning's expensive. That got a little scary, though. I think if he had just 2 more seconds, he probably would have been able to get it, but either way, really, really nice win. That was kind of definitely a stressful match, really close. I'm glad he didn't have Golden Knight. I think if he had Golden Knight, that would have been really hard, because Golden Knight does really good against Hog decks, so that's going to put us 114th in the world, and I'll also show you guys, I didn't say this at the start, but I did really well in the global tournament. I actually got 17th, so that's a really good rank. I finished 17th in the global tournament. I didn't end up, I didn't make a video showing you guys the games because I didn't play the games live. I would have had to show replays because I was streaming them and I wasn't recording or like commentating during the game, so I figured it probably wouldn't have been like that good of a content, but I guess I would show you guys I just want to show you guys anyway that I got 17th. Had I gotten like top 5 maybe, I would have maybe just showed the replays even though they weren't live games, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we find the second match. Okay, so we're in our next game here against Pedal, and, well, you guys might already know what he's using. He's kind of, became kind of recently popular for using his crazy deck. So you guys might know what it is. It's some crazy recruits deck that's, kind of off meta, but he makes it work really well. I think he's got E-Barbs in it, too. So, oh wow, he's put Mirror in it. Okay, so he's experimenting, as you can tell. So, I think we take damage from this Ghost. And then let's try to build a good push here with our Giant Skeleton and Queen. Even though this is a Hog Cycle deck, it also sometimes can be sort of like a little bit of a beatdown deck with the Giant Skeleton. You can definitely make some pretty good pushes with it. Like with the Hog and the Queen, and it can be really tricky for your opponent to defend sometimes. Like right here, this is really good because even though he's going to be able to stop this without taking too much damage, this bomb gets so much value here on these recruits, the bandit, so it's like what they use to defend, your Giant Skeleton helps clean up. It's really nice. So we got Cannon ready if he decides to go for something like Wall Breakers. I don't know what his, win condition is. Sometimes he changes the cards, like sometimes he uses it with Drill, this deck, but other times he'll, use like, I don't know, Miner, Wall Breakers, like he makes all sorts of different, okay, I'm pretty sure a log doesn't kill the Mirrored Princess. I could be wrong though, so I decided not to do that. I think we should Cannon here. And then right after this, I'm going to go Hog. He doesn't have his Mirror in cycle, so he can't mirror the E-Barbs. So he goes for a Mighty Miner. We get 2 shots. I would say that that's pretty good. We'll just go for Skeletons here. And then we'll probably need to get a Giant Skeleton down. It'll help defend everything. Yeah, perfect. But I'll log this Mighty Miner to reset the charge up. And nice, that's going to be some pretty good defense. I think this matchup should be pretty easy as long as I just, just play kind of relaxed and don't make any major mistakes, because I think it's really difficult for him to break through. I have a solid defense against what he's running. So he's got a Magic Archer. I think, I was going to try to snipe it with the Queen, but the recruits ended up distracting, so that was well played on his part. I'm actually going to go for a Hog Rider. We're going to apply some pressure because I knew he wouldn't be able to afford E-Barbs. That Hog sadly didn't get another shot. It was so close. We'll go Skeletons here. Going to be really good to distract the... Wow, this Queen is getting so much value, and we might even be able to use the ability again. Yeah, nice, we can. That's really clutch. Hog doesn't get a shot, though. Those E-Barbs do really nice DPS. But we're right back to another Hog Rider, so yeah, we can actually go ahead and play it. And if this Hog even gets 1 shot, I'm pretty sure that it's GG. Yeah, that's it. Okay, it even gets a 2nd shot. Nice. So that's going to be GG. Yeah, crazy deck from Pedal there. You can see he's always using these weird recruit decks. This time around, he put the Mirror in it, and he also had, Bandit, Ghost, like a whole bunch of pressure, and it's just a crazy deck, but he makes it work. Alright, I'll see you guys when we find the next one. Alright, we're against Michael here. So we have Hog at the ready. We could just start with Hog, I guess. Let's see for like a second if he wants to do anything. Okay, if not, he's just going to sit there, roll his eyes. I guess we'll just send the Hog in. He's got Bomber, and he's got Dark Prince. It's unfortunate I don't have a log in cycle. I feel like that would have been a perfect play there. I guess we could just go queen and skeletons. Okay, he's gonna lightning. If I could get this giant skeleton down before the... Yeah, nice. The bomber locks on the tower. That would be great. I decided to just go giant skeleton because he used a lightning, used a lot of elixir, and the giant skeleton's pretty threatening. So it would force a pretty big response out of him. And yeah, that queen is already almost dead. Let's even try to go fire spirit here to... Yeah, nice. We caught him off guard with that. He's not even able to use his ability and apply any pressure with it. So this might be another E-Giant deck similar to what we played against the first game because he's got, you know, Dark Prince, Bomber, Lightning, and, okay, he just tornadoes that. We could just go Queen at the bridge because likely he doesn't have a, yeah, great answer to it besides the Electro Giant, but when he goes in for an Electro Giant like that, he can't afford any support with it, so it's so easy for me to defend. So those queens at the bridge are actually a pretty good play in that type of situation. Okay, and nice that bomber doesn't do anything there. Okay, he decides to mirror though, so we gotta be kind of cautious. I'm gonna log, and then we'll go for a cannon, and then this should be defended pretty nicely. Yeah, perfect, and we get some counter push. So the good thing about this deck is when they mirror the E-Giant, oftentimes you can get back to the cannon super fast, so you can still even defend the mirrored Electro Giant without an issue. I'm going to go for the Queen ability, and then we're going to go for a Hog Rider to, yeah, tank for the Queen. So that was a really nice combination there. We get a Hog hit. He even used his Queen ability. Wow, I'm a little surprised he did that because I feel like that didn't do anything. I don't even know if it prevented a Hog hit or not. It might have just, yeah, been a complete waste. I don't know for sure, though. We're going to go for a Hog. He won't be able to mirror this Electro Giant because he'll for sure need to defend this, I think. But that Hog got stuck. Like, that's actually really unlucky. Because it kind of allowed him to... Okay, that was not a very good cannon. Okay, nice. The Queen locks on the tower, and yeah, as you can see, we're keeping the pressure up, making it really difficult for him to build a massive push, which is obviously what we want. We're going to send in the Hog Rider here. He decides to go for, again, it gets blocked. That's super annoying. But still, this is going to be really easy to defend, and we're looking really good here. I feel like at this point, if we don't make any major mistakes, we should have this game wrapped up. At least I would assume so. So the bomber in the opposite lane, that's making me think, yeah, that he was going to go in for a push, which he does. We just have to be a little cautious here because I'm a little worried about the... He can't mirror the Electro Giant though, so we do got that going for us. I predicted the tornado. I had a feeling he would do that, so I didn't use my Queen ability right away. And he gets the cannon down, but he gets it down too late, which means his tower is, yeah, officially in kind of like critical condition. So if we just defend now, it should be GG. Actually, I think I'll cycle the first Earthquake now, because he has to defend that Fire Spirit. He doesn't, so that is going to be another win against Electro Giant. And this time, I would even say, I don't know, is it easier or harder? It might be a little easier. I think if he was using Golden Knight, I don't know why these E-Giant players are using Queen and not the Golden Knight, because the Golden Knight is so much better in Electro Giant. It's just so much more stressful to defend, especially when you have it paired up with the Tornado. So I'm really glad that they had Queen, because it just... yeah, it's just so much easier for me to, you know, defend their pushes, as you could tell. All right, see you guys when we find the next one. Okay, so we could just go Hog here, start this game off. He's going to go Sparky. Okay. This might be kind of annoying, depending on the variation of Sparky he's playing. But we can win because the Giant Skeleton actually does a pretty solid job of tanking for it. The only issue is I don't have it in cycle right now. Okay, he's got Mirror. Great. I don't know if he's got a Tornado or not. I guess we'll find out. I'm going to surround that with Skeletons. And that's actually going to be a really solid defense there on that first Sparky. Let's go ahead and activate the ability. I'm going to go Fire Spirit to tank the Sparky shot. And we'll log this, go for another cannon, and then probably... Oh, wow, that actually shot the tower. That's not good. The good news is, though, is I think... Wait, let's see what he... Okay, let's go Hog in the other lane. This might actually be really good. We might be able to deal some serious damage to both of his towers. Yeah, nice. Is he going to just ignore the... Wow, he's ignoring the entirety of the Hog Rider. That's kind of crazy. I'm doing this because I was thinking he might predict Zap on the skeletons. He didn't, though. So probably as long as we don't get 3 crowned, we're looking like we're in a really good situation right now. I'm just going to go skeletons, and then this giant skeleton is going to get some really good value here. We just got to... Wait, does this guy not even have a zap? Oh, he does. I was so confused because he didn't use it. But anyway, we're looking really solid here. These Sparky pushes are kind of stressful to defend, but we're managing fine so far. And even if he does take one of my towers, we have a pretty big advantage, I'd say. I'm even going to Earthquake this because we're going to deal a little bit of damage to the Sparky and just whittle down the tower a little bit more. He's got the Mother Witch. Okay, I don't know actually why he did that, because that's just going to give me free spell damage on top of his tower. I don't actually know if we could defend, and I think it was better to just give him the tower, because now I don't think it's possible for him to defend this Hog Rider. And yeah, we're going to end up getting the 2 crown, and we win this one. Nice. That was definitely a little stressful, but I think that Sparky variation wasn't difficult at all, because you could tell he had the E-Drag and the Mother Witch, which got him very little value, and we were able to defend a lot easier than if you were to have, let's say, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, like E-Barb Sparky, or even if he had the Tornado as another hog counter, excuse me, because there's that Tornado Sparky variant that I think does really good against Hog, the one Agony King uses, if you know who he is. But anyway, I think we'll play one final game of the video, and I'll see you guys when we find it. So this will be our last match here against Clasher Tim. So we'll see what he's using. This guy's actually lower than me by a bit, so if we win, we're not going to get as many trophies. Okay, so he just tornadoes. So yeah, there's a lot of people running E-Giant. I bet this guy's using E-Giant too. Yeah, definitely looking like it because he's got the Bomber, the Skeletons, and the Tornadoes, so it's just going to be E-Giant Cycle probably, maybe with the Rocket. Okay, now here we go. This is the Golden Knight variant I was talking about, and this is why I was saying I'm surprised no one's using this variant, the one with the Golden Knight and not the Queen, because I think it's a lot better. Yeah, but this guy is using it, so this is not going to be very fun. I'm pretty sure this is going to be harder, but it depends on how well he plays. That was not a very good E-Giant. I don't know why he did that. Here's the thing. This deck this guy's using is... Well, this is actually the deck I used to get tops... I got 17th within the global tournament. It's actually very, very easy to use, in my opinion. You just have to play really aggressively with your E-Giant, and then you mirror it, and then they can't defend the mirrored E-Giant. And that's what he might do right now. Like if... But wait, he can't, because you just played Skeletons. He should have mirrored his E-Giant, because as you can see, I didn't have Cannon Cycle by the time I got back to it. Okay, that's an aggressive Rocket. Let's see if he decides to Cannon. Okay, he does. We get one Hog hit. Alright, nice. That was definitely a good Hog push because he did Rocket, so I knew he was low on Elixir, and I wanted to take advantage of that. And I don't think he should Rocket Cycle until double, in my opinion. That's at least when I was playing this deck, what I did. I didn't do it until double, because I think if you do it in single, it's... I don't know, the other person can punish you, so I don't know, but... Okay, he just goes E-Giant. That was a pretty good E-Giant, I'd say. What we need to try to do is... He's gonna mirror the E-Giant, most likely. Yeah, there it is. So, I can't pressure. What we need to do is cycle back to another Cannon ASAP, and then go for Queen here. I'm gonna go for a hog now. We're actually, so far, doing really well this match. But I think he's made some mistakes for sure. Like, that rocket in single was really bad. He should have tried to actually get damage with E-Giants, because it's really easy for him to break through with a mirrored E-Giant in single, because I can't cycle back to another cannon as quick. So we can go cannon now. He goes in for the bomber. Let's just try to keep up the pressure now. I'm gonna go for an earthquake. He probably has to cannon, I think. Yeah. This might be a little tricky to defend, though. I don't know, but let's see. Yeah, this is where it gets a little hard. I'm gonna go... I don't know if this puts him in rocket range or not. It doesn't, luckily, so we're still in this. But the thing is, he just needs to cycle... Ooh, if he can't NATO, he might be in a lot of trouble. Alright, this is our chance. If we have to... Oh, nice! Wow! Oh my gosh, we somehow... Okay, every single time in this video beat E-Giant. Wow. Or for the games I played, there were some losses I didn't show, but I'm surprised how we managed to beat E-Giant that many times. We played against it 3 times. When they have Queen, I think it's not that hard, but that variant, I'm telling you right now, I don't think is easy, and I don't think I'm biased when I say that, just because I, like, won, and, like, I obviously want it to be not an easy matchup, so I could say it wasn't easy that I won it, but I used that deck in the global tournament and got 17th, that E-Giant Rocket Cycle deck. It is broken, and every time I played against HOG, I won, pretty much every time. 2.6 especially was really easy, but I also beat HOG Giant Skeleton a couple times, so I personally think it's a pretty good matchup for it, but the main mistakes he made was he wasn't aggressive enough in single, or he should have been aggressive with the E-Giant, not rocketing my tower. You don't rocket cycle until double or triple in that matchup. In single, you should be, and double, going in for E-Giants mostly, and play it at the bridge more, not in the back. All the way in the back is bad because it buys your opponent time to, like, set up defense and also to apply pressure, whereas if you play it at the bridge, they oftentimes have to, like, you know, use their queen on it, and you can, like, tornado the queen into the E-Giant circle. So I definitely don't think he played that the best he could have, but yeah, either way, really good video. We end 208th in the world, and at one point we reached, I think, like, top 120 or something like that, so not bad at all, considering HOG is probably one of my worst, like, archetypes. I'm still trying to, like, practice it and get better at it, but I think this variation of HOG is really solid, so definitely give it a try if you enjoy playing HOG cycle decks. Again, if you don't have Queen, probably you could use Musk and it would be okay, but yeah, make sure to like the video if you guys did end up enjoying it, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed already, and thanks again until next time, guys.